I'm going to talk briefly about credit inquiries. We get questions all the time about, does pulling credit hurt your credit score? Well, the answer is yes and no. In some cases, if you pull your credit too many times, your credit score will get hurt. And the reason for this is it's called credit-seeking behavior. Most importantly, it's not just about how many times you pull your credit, it's where you've pulled your credit. So if you go to a bank, then you go to me, not really a big issue because you're going to get a mortgage. But if you go to bank, you go to me, and then you go to another mortgage broker, and then you go to a car dealership and a pawn shop, and then you try and get a loan from a money tree place, it's called credit-seeking behavior in a negative way, and that means that your credit score is gonna decrease quite precipitously. And the type of place that you actually go to, they have a little code in the credit bureau, in the credit companies, that says, okay, this is the type of place we went to, we're going to decrease your credit score even more. So it's actually where you go to pull your credit will affect your credit score, and how many times you pull it at different types of places will affect your credit score, because it's negative credit-seeking behavior. The reason why this is important is that if your credit goes below 680, sometimes you won't be able to get as much of a mortgage as you'd like. And if it goes below 650 or even 600, we might not even be able to get you a mortgage until your credit has increased a little bit. Bonus, if you want to know how to increase your credit score quite quickly, there's a few rules. First and most important is increase your credit limit. If you have a $2,000 credit card, go to your bank and say, can you please raise this to the maximum available? Sometimes you're already pre-approved. The more credit you have available, the better your credit score will be. The second is utilization. How much do you use of your credit availability? So you want to be hovering at about 40% or less of utilization. So if you have a $2,000 credit card, never go above $800. If you do get close to $800, pay your credit card off and then start buying again. So again, it's the amount of credit that you have available and utilization. So checking your credit, not a problem. Checking credit 2 places in a week, not a problem. Checking your credit 5 places in a week, yes, that's a problem. So I hope I was able to enlighten everybody about checking your credit. Not a problem if you do it a few times. It is a problem if you do it many times, and it's a real big problem if you do it at different types of places. Thanks.